All right, Bitcoin holders, welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market as well. So today, I want to give you guys an update what is exactly happening right now with, of course, Bitcoin. There is a fair few Bitcoin charts, very bullish charts that I want to show you guys. Okay, because understand, guys. Okay, Bitcoin will skyrocket very soon. And I know I've been saying that for the longest time now. Okay. And you guys are probably wondering, when are we going to enter, a bull run? When is Bitcoin going to be reaching back up to its previous highs of $73,000 and reach new highs? Okay. And I told you guys many times that Bitcoin is still on track to reaching $100,000. And it is. Okay. Don't get me wrong on that. It truly is still on track to reaching 100K, hitting the six figs. Okay, that all is going to happen soon for Bitcoin. Okay, we got to be patient, guys. Okay, remember, guys, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, that's when the bull run begins for Bitcoin. But understand, it doesn't happen straight away. It takes time. It takes like a few months time before we see a run up. Okay, so that's exactly what I want to talk about, more of for today's video. But let me just show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin and the crypto market today. So this morning, yes, and just clearly see Bitcoin right now hitting $61,000. Great to see, right? $61,000. Yesterday we saw Bitcoin consolidating, very strong consolidation right here. Yes, and just clearly see that, right? It's been consolidating at that level of pretty much $60,000. So it's great to see Bitcoin slightly up. Okay, now it's back at 61K, right? So that's great to see for Bitcoin. But it's still pretty much consolidating at this level. We're not seeing huge movements today for Bitcoin. Same with Ethereum, still at 2,600. Okay, so Ethereum is still continuing to consolidate as well. And a lot of altcoins in the market today, we're not seeing huge movements. Okay, just like yesterday and the day before and the day before. We haven't seen huge movements for the cryptocurrency market, right? Bitcoin hasn't really been moving today. Same with Ethereum, right? And other altcoins, okay, BNB is up, 3%, XRP is up 1%, Toncoin 2%, Doge 1%, right? Bitcoin Cash over 2%, Chainlink 1%, right? Litecoin 4%, Neo Protocol 4.7%. Like some altcoins today are, slightly moving, but some altcoins are not really moving today. Okay, in fact, majority of these altcoins today are not really moving, okay, at all, right? We are in fact seeing a fair few greens, but we're not seeing massive movements, guys. Okay, like overall, the entire crypto market today is up 0.74%, so nothing too crazy. Okay, and of course, global crypto market cap is still above 2 trillion. So that's still absolutely amazing to see, right? So yeah, we're not seeing huge movements for Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? But times like this, it's obviously a great time to DCA. This is the best time right now to buy, guys. Okay, now getting into these charts soon enough, yes, a bull run is going to happen. Now, of course, Bitcoin when Trump wins the election. So we know, guys, okay, the election is in fact coming up for the next president. And of course, right, Donald Trump, okay, we know Donald Trump is very bullish on Bitcoin. He did actually attend at the Bitcoin conference, right, over a week ago, okay, and he said some very bullish things about Bitcoin. Okay, so Donald Trump is in fact a Bitcoiner himself. And of course, if Donald Trump does in fact become elected as president again, yeah, you know, most likely Bitcoin will pump, guys. Okay, so this is huge, right? And we already know this, right? And of course, guys, the Bitcoin halving event, every single time, as I told you guys, at the beginning of this video, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, right after it, we always see a run up, a bull run does in fact occur. And yeah, since clearly we had our fourth Bitcoin halving event a couple months back in April. And ever since then, we haven't really seen Bitcoin moving, but understand soon enough it's going to happen. Okay, the Bitcoin halving effect will kick in soon. Okay, it will kick in, guys. Okay, it may not seem like it right now, it may not feel like it right now. Okay, I get that. Bitcoin hasn't really been moving and whatnot, but understand soon enough it will kick in. Okay, and I feel like not a lot of people out there will be prepared for it. Again, once we see Bitcoin reaching new highs, 80,000, 90,000, 100K, and over 100K, trust me, FOMO will come in. A lot of people will FOMO in. Okay, so understand, guys, this will happen. Okay, the bull run is going to happen. Just same with 2020, right? Y'all can just clearly see if I just show you guys here, right? So y'all can see it better. But 2020, okay, we had the Bitcoin halving, right, in May of 2020. Okay, and y'all can clearly see we didn't see Bitcoin pump straight away, right? It took some time. Okay, it took like a few weeks time, even a few months, and then it pumped, and then it dumped a bit, okay, and then it truly pumped. So understand, you guys can clearly see this is where we are right now, okay, and soon enough, okay, yeah, we're gonna see a pump, guys. It's been a couple months now, okay, so soon enough, things are gonna change. Everything is going to skyrocket, not just Bitcoin. Altcoins will skyrocket as well, right? But yeah, Bitcoin is still consolidating like it does most of the time. Don't get fooled. Prepare yourself for the next leg to the upside. Okay, so you guys can clearly see when we see these consolidations. Okay, so you guys can clearly see right there. We saw a consolidation right there, and then a pump, consolidation, a pump, consolidation, a pump, and right now it's consolidating. And obviously, this is in fact a very, very clear uptrend for Bitcoin for the past coming up to 2 years now, right? Ever since early 2023, so January of 2023, that beginning of that year in 2023 to where we are right now, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin has clearly formed a uptrend, okay, from its bottom, right? This is a very clear recovery, right, to the upside. And we have, in fact, been seeing a lot of consolidating for Bitcoin. Okay, y'all can clearly see that. So understand, okay, soon we're gonna see another leg up, right? We will in fact see another leg up once we see Bitcoin breaking that resistance line. Okay, I think that's the next chart right here. Yeah, let me just show you guys this. So this uptrend, and I told you guys, like, once we see this resistance line, okay, and Bitcoin breaks above that resistance line, then obviously it's going to create a new high. It's going to be reaching new highs. We are fixing a very, very clear resistance and support level right now, okay, clearly. And soon enough, okay, Bitcoin will break out of that resistance and reach higher. Okay, so this uptrend that we have, in fact, been seeing for Bitcoin will continue. A breakout is going to happen, okay? And understand, Bitcoin is not too far off to reaching back up to its previous all-time highs, back at that resistance level, right? So please be patient, guys, because soon enough, it will pump, okay? But yeah, this is pretty interesting, okay? So the Bitcoin price might feel stagnant right now, okay? But it's never been this high during a summer before. So this is the Bitcoin price on August, okay? August 9th to be specific. So yes, I'm just gonna see throughout the years, okay? In 2012, okay, $11 2013, okay, $92 2014, $558. Like, look at all these prices back in the time. Like 2015, $265, 2016, $583, and then 2017, 3.3 thousand, 2018, 6.6. Like over time, it's just gradually going up, right? Like you also just clearly see that. So understand, this is the highest that Bitcoin has ever been during the month of August, and August 9th to be specific, right? $60,000. So this just shows you guys, okay, that pretty much over time, Bitcoin always reaches new highs. We know that, right? We always enter, new cycles. Every single time we enter, a new bull cycle, we always see Bitcoin reaching new highs. Every single time, okay? Every single time, guys, okay? You guys can see that from this chart. But yeah, this is just looking at this now, like this is very, very bullish, right? Bitcoin is sitting at $60,000. And I remember, guys, a lot of people were in fact begging for Bitcoin to reach back up to its previous highs when Bitcoin didn't reach its new high currently at $73,000 back in 2021, we saw Bitcoin reaching $69,000. And a lot of people were, in fact, I remember this, a lot of people were begging for Bitcoin to go back up to its previous highs and reach new highs. And now, since Bitcoin is consolidating near its all-time highs, a lot of people just don't care anymore, I feel like, which is weird. A lot of us were, in fact, begging for Bitcoin to be back up to its previous highs. And right now it's at that 60K level. Bitcoin, we have seen it many times at 62, 64, 65, 66, 68, even at $69,000, its previous all-time highs back in 2021. So it's just crazy how people I don't know, they're not as patient anymore. You know what I mean? Like, since Bitcoin is now back above 60K, consolidating at its all-time highs, a lot of people just losing faith and not being as patient anymore. You know what I mean? It's all about patience, guys. Understand that Bitcoin is consolidating at its all-time highs. Okay, previous all-time highs. So understand it's all about patience, and soon enough, okay, the bull run will happen, right? But yeah, this is pretty cool, right? $60,000 right now for this year in 2024, and it's been obviously the highest in previous years, so that's cool. But MicroStrategies holds $13.74 billion, so almost $14 billion worth of Bitcoins, and that's absolutely crazy. And this chart just clearly shows you guys, and I've showed you guys this chart in the past, but I want to show you guys it again, because this is just the power of DCA, right? Dollar cost average. No matter what Bitcoin is doing, okay, no matter how it's performing, right, you will consistently buy Bitcoin. And you can clearly see MicroStrategy, right, / Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy. This chart just clearly shows you guys, okay, the purchases that MicroStrategy made for Bitcoin. So you can clearly see back in 2021, they were buying during its way up, and then during its way down, during its way up. You guys can clearly see these purchases, right? The green circles are in fact purchases. So you guys can clearly see on the way down that we're in fact buying as well. Okay, even in 2022, bad times, when Bitcoin was in fact dropping, they were buying the dip as well. You guys can clearly see that they even bought the bottom, which is great, right? And then, of course, when Bitcoin started to gain back its momentum, starting this uptrend upwards, this recovery, they started to buy a fair bit as well. Okay, this is the power of DCA, guys. No matter how Bitcoin is performing, that's when you really want to buy. Okay, and look, this just shows you guys, right? Like, MicroStrategy, they were even buying Bitcoin when it was pumping, when it was in a bull run, right? You can clearly see that. Okay, this is the power of DCA, guys, because you just simply buy, and you don't really care what Bitcoin is doing or whatever asset that you guys are in fact investing in, right? If Bitcoin is pumping, you don't care, you just buy. If it's dumping, then you just buy. Like, you don't wait for a dip, you simply just buy. Like, let's just say you want to invest $100 every week, you'll just do that consistently on a Friday. Every Friday in a week, you would just constantly buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, no matter how Bitcoin is performing, whether it's dumping or pumping. You'll just chuck in $100 every single time. That's it, and you just leave it there, and you do that consistently for a long period of time. This is the power of DCA, right? Absolutely amazing. Okay, and Michael Saylor himself tweeted this out and showed us that in just 4 years, okay, because MicroStrategy, they started to invest into Bitcoin back in 2020. That's when they really got into it, right? So in just 4 years, Bitcoin has empowered MicroStrategy to rise above the competition. And you guys can clearly see, okay, this is the MicroStrategy performance since adoption of Bitcoin strategy. And you guys can clearly see MicroStrategy, they are up almost 1,000%, 995%, almost 1,000%, right? Versus other assets like bonds, gold, S&P 500, and Magnificent 7, right? So Bitcoin is the clear win here, obviously, right? This just shows you guys that Bitcoin is a great investment, especially for long term. Okay, because I know MicroStrategy, they have been buying throughout these past 4 years, and I am pretty sure they haven't sold any of it, right? They're simply just hodling, okay, and buying more, right? and you also clearly see how much they are in fact up, right? Marcus Saylor is going to be, he's already a billionaire, but he's going to be worth trillions of dollars one day. I really do believe in that because of the amounts of Bitcoins that he does own, right? He is a huge Bitcoin maxi. Okay, so that's that. Very, very cool, right? This is very, very interesting and very, very bullish. But Bitcoin monthly returns, so far we are still down 5.3%, okay, for this month of August. And I told you guys many, many times, this month of August, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to perform that great because this month in August usually is a very, very bearish month. And of course, September next month, okay, is pretty bearish as well. Very, very bearish actually next month in September. I think it's the most bearish month ever out of all these other months for Bitcoin. September is like the worst one, right? So I understand August and September, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to perform that great. Okay, but understand October, November, and December, these 3 months right here are very, very bullish. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to pump a lot in October, November, and December, especially October. Like, look at October. October is like the most bullish month ever. Even November, right? It's pretty decent in November and December, I guess, right? So I'm expecting Bitcoin to not perform that great in the next upcoming few weeks, and of course throughout next month in September. But understand October, November, and December, that's when things will change, right? And everything is just gonna pump. Okay, if Bitcoin is pumping, then altcoins will pump as well, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin, but it seems like Bitcoin is still continuing to consolidate, holding strong at $61,000 right now. So this is a great time to simply just buy, guys. While Bitcoin is still consolidating at 60K, perfect time to DCA. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. That is always appreciated. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.